This is Dabu 7 with an earthquake update, taking a look here at the global incident map. You can see we've had a 6.1 strike here within the past 3 hours. This is very near Taiwan. This is a decent quake right off the coastline. And it looks like at this point there was not any significant tsunami damage from this, which is good. But there's been ongoing smaller quakes since this struck. This semi-shallow swarm. The bigger quakes below 10 kilometers there in depth with that 6.1 at right around 50 kilometers. Now it's been some time since we've seen a really big quake in this region. From the Philippines up to Japan. Of course, Japan's still dealing with the effects of the 2011 earthquake, and we can speculate and debate on exactly what caused that quake, but the reality is that area is susceptible to big quakes. Now, in the last video I talked about the uptick in quake activity in this region and around the New Madrid and eastern part of the United States. Nothing significant in terms of magnitude, but in terms of the quantity, there have been a lot. Now, within the past 12 hours, we haven't seen anything register here, which is good. But you can see Oklahoma, Kansas seeing a small quake here. We've been seeing some small quake activity in Texas. And the most significant quake that we can see over here is a 3.4 that it struck in Nevada. This is about 3 hours ago. And to look at some quakes in some odd places, it's been a while since we've seen activity like this in this region. Of course, they cut us off on the map from going any further north, and this gets to be a very interesting region. But we have quake activity popping up here north of Greenland. Something to pay attention to, because this line that runs right down here toward Iceland and continues down through here, this mid-Atlantic ridge that runs here, we'll start to see activity. And as you can see, there actually is some here on the southern flank. So that's one thing we'll keep an eye on there for any activity that continues to move along this line, and especially around the volcanic regions. But in terms of an earthquake update, there is a look at what's going on globally, with the biggest quake here recently being the 6.1 in Taiwan, and it has continued swarming. But I will continue to update if we see any other quakes, and I'll leave a link below. It's been Dabu 7 with an earthquake update.